Today we're going to go through how to spot a fake video game. This time we're going to be using these two Mario Kart 64 cartridges. And at first glance, it's really hard to tell. You know, they look very similar. But once you get into the nitty-gritty details, then you'll start to find the vast differences that exist between the real and the fake cartridges. So we'll start here on the front. So with the real cartridge, you'll see down here how the Nintendo Player's Choice is very clear, easy to spot, and the overall condition of the sticker is pretty clear. I mean, it's well printed. And then on the back side, there's a couple telltale signs you'll see. First one, the eye and the dot over the dot and the eye over the Nintendo there is actually square. And then if you come down here, you'll see that there's actually a stamp inside the label right here. Those are all signs that the cart is real. And the fake cart, as I mentioned, you'll see here how undefined the Nintendo seal is, how the seal quality is very blurry. You'll even feel the plastic on it feels extra rough. It's not nearly as smooth. On the back side, it is missing the stamp. The stamp can typically be over here, but you can look for it anywhere on the back label. And then up here, you'll see the dot in the eye is actually round. So that's clear indication that this cart is a reproduction. Now we're going to open the carts, and then you'll see even more differences. When I opened this one initially, there were no screws in these two screw holes, so that was a telltale sign. And then when I take off this, you can see that the board itself has no Nintendo logo or any information indicating that it was manufactured by Nintendo. So we'll set this one aside. On the real cartridge, when I pull this open, there were screws. I removed those earlier just for easiness sake. And then this is a little bit harder to pop off. And then once you get in, you see that there's actually a Nintendo branded right on the chip. See that? And the chip itself just looks like a little older, you know, using older parts. So those are some of the telltale signs. It's the same with other cartridges that are often reproduced, like Super Nintendo and Game Boy Advance cartridges, and even Game Boy. You know, they all have the stamps on the back. They all have Nintendo written here on the circuit board. And so there's some really easy ways to tell if you're buying a reproduction. Now, I'm not saying that reproductions are worthless. I mean, they still play the games a lot of the ways, and they can sometimes be a good way to play the game a little cheaper. But for me, I like the originals. I like to know that I've got an original edition and knowing that it came from Nintendo Direct. So hopefully that helps you identify counterfeits and fakes in the future.